at least for the United States and regionally in Europe and other areas, the roadmap is already there, right? And so is some of the basic infrastructure. That is the natural gas transmission and storage infrastructure that I brought up, here recently. It's composed of that transmission and distribution pipeline network that's also serves to act as a huge storage capacity. That's complemented with large-scale energy storage opportunities, geologic storage like salt caverns and gas reservoirs. And so implementing these components into a full hydrogen network is really a major enabler of the large-scale energy storage solution. Smaller scale hydrogen solutions can be added locally to this, and solve any supply and demand challenges that might exist for a given application, or maybe you need to boost pressure for a specific need and have some storage associated with that. The one challenge, though, in that picture that remains is there's still a need for large-scale storage solutions where those specific assets are limited or non-existent. And so, I'm referring to geologic storage opportunities. And so in this case, you need a complementary energy storage solution for that gaseous hydrogen at a pretty large scale. And so this is where a product like our Gigavolt solution comes into play and meets that market need. Energy storage, like type 1 through type 4 vessels, ground storage, they're really pretty expensive and have challenges at larger scales, but adopting at the 10,000 kilogram scale or larger. Yet geologic storage options don't exist everywhere, right? The salt caverns aren't available wherever you want them, and that's the same thing with depleted reservoirs in the oil and gas industry. And some have they have their own challenges as well. So cyclability is an issue potentially, gas purity, environmental risks. So you really need this complementary solution in play to enable this comprehensive hydrogen energy network. So to talk about the barriers here, you ask about the barriers that exist in enabling large-scale storage solutions. There's some on the safety side and making sure that the transitioning of these assets to both hydrogen blends and also pure hydrogen is safe, right? So we need to make sure that's absolutely the case. This has been brought up, I think, numerous times across the presentations and discussions. Another barrier is the development of large-scale energy storage solutions that really fill the market gap between those small-scale ground storage, the constraints and challenges of liquid storage that I talked about, and that limited availability of underground storage. So I would say a final barrier to this is regulatory approvals. Rightfully so, there needs to be significant oversight to make sure that hydrogen systems are designed safe. Codes and standards and regulations play a key role in this, right? I participate in these regulatory activities and understand their importance. However, one of the challenges is that obtaining approvals for unique or innovative or disruptive products is simply more work because they don't conform to the standardized design or approach. And so they need to meet a level of safety equivalency because they can't, direct certification, and those things aren't always an option. So this is why if you're building something innovative in the hydrogen space, it's worth having expertise to help navigate this topic specifically, hold your new product to an extremely high level of safety standard, and ideally incorporate safety innovations into your product as well to complement those other innovations. So those are some barriers that we need to really push to get past to enable this broader scale energy network.